great-grandfather signed by William Tecumseh Sherman. He was the commander of the U.S. Army once Grant became president, famous for his campaign in the South, basically burning it down.
Yeah, Sherman's March. Have you ever had this checked out or got any paperwork or anything else on it?
It is actually been in my family since I can remember. It's just been passed on down from one to the next.
Okay.
What I looked up, what I've researched, the signature matches exactly. You can tell that it is actually handwritten. It's a personal letter to my great-grandfather. Anything that I've searched that's been available, nothing is on the actual Army headquarter letterhead like this one is, so it's just an interesting piece, but it's just been something that's been kept in my family for years.
The odd thing is it's 1879, which is a long time after the war.
He didn't become the commander of the Army until 1865, and then he held that position, I think, till about 1883, so it was after the Civil War.
Okay, I hate the way they used to write. It's impossible to read, isn't it?
It is. I actually tried to even translate to see exactly what he wrote, but I can't make all of it out.
Okay, it's probably worth a few $1,000s. I generally don't buy this stuff unless I have PSA certs and everything else with it, because even being Secretary of the Navy, the Army, you have to understand, back then it was completely common for a guy to call a secretary in. She would take the whole letter and sign it and everything else and send it off. There was nothing malicious about it. I mean, that's why they call it a non-malicious signature. So stuff like this I don't take unless you have paperwork with it or one of my guys can look at it. I don't know what you're looking at right now. But it's worth a few $1,000s since it's on this letter. The sad thing is that someone took Scotch tape and tried to fix the letter at one time. That's where all the yellow's from. What's this one over here?
This is another letter to actually my other set of great-grandparents who actually were cousins with President McKinley.
Okay.
It's just a letter signed by McKinley. Now, what I don't know, again, I don't have any authentication on it. It is something that's been handed down through my family. From what I can tell, the signature is real, but like you said, who knows if these type of things were stamped. It is again a person.
They weren't stamped, they were handwritten. You just look at it and tell them. The thing was, these people were very busy, very successful people, and they generally had a secretary, and it was no problem for the secretary to get the signature down pretty good and sign everything. So, on both of these, you obviously want to keep them, right? You sort of want to know what they're worth.
No, I'm wondering, I'm actually wondering if this is something that would be interesting to actually bring to your pawn shop and maybe have an expert take a look at it. We would be interested in selling these pieces.
Okay, I'll get your name and number and I'm trying to set something up with it. I mean, the Sherman is really cool. I can't read any. But this could be something, like I said, I gotta get them checked out. So, if you can get your name and your address, we'll try and hook you up. Okay? Thanks, man.